There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. What's going on, man? I feel good. I am good. I'm not regret. I'm not shame. I'm not envious. I'm not jealousy. I'm not miserable. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm faithful. I'm chaseful. What I mean by chaseful is that I chase truth. I chase truth. Adam Cain obsessed with chasing truth. And truth is life. Truth is the beginning of the renewing of your mind. What is man without woman? What is woman without man? What will be your answer? Will tell your mentality. What will be your answer will tell your belief. The only thing is not possible is for you to fight truth. How can any individual sit here in Macon, Georgia, and laugh at anybody, gossip about anybody, when they don't even like their own body? They don't even like their own hair. They don't even like their own mind. They don't like their own spirit. You won't hear me. Everybody is their own enemy. When are you going to realize that your surroundings become you? When are you going to realize that you adopt everything in your surroundings? You're a sponge. You're a spiritual, energetic, magnetic sponge. If you're not feeding your brain with positive and feeding it with love and feeding it with growth and feeding it with accountability and feeding it with I see with my brain and not my physical eyes of this physical reality, I can be anything other than what I am now. Where am I now? What would you say? The way I'm speaking? That gives me a title? The way I'm speaking gives me a title? I said one line to an individual, right? At work, right? I work at the circle, the cycle. Break the circle, step outside the circle, step outside the box, break out the box, break the chains, and change your lane. An individual reply was to my 2 lines that came from my book. Was something from my mind. Disaster before beauty and beauty before disaster. That's everybody's life. It's the mirror of it, or is it? It's either way it was. It's everyone's life. There's not no one person on this planet that life wasn't that. Unless their life was just all disaster. But choices are your karma. Choices is what you get. You give and you get what you take. You give what you take. You get what you give out. But it still aligns to all of the same thing, different shape, form, and sizes. So it ain't no wrong. Saying something in the wrong wording, it still means something. What does it mean? What do I mean when I say? What does it mean the way I speak? The way I'm speaking, the way it sounds, the way it feels, the way it hits home. What title does it give me? They were like, one person said, "Are you Muslim?" I just said something. One person said, "You Muslim?" I'm like, nah. I said, nah. I'm like, nah. My response wouldn't even know. I just like, nah. Why you ask? It's like because of the way you speaking. Another person said, "Are you Christianity? Are you a Christian?" This person I answered, I was like, I was raised in the church. I got baptized. But accepting the title that I don't even know come great. A title is responsibility to me. A title, a brand is a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You yourself is a responsibility. You have to be responsible for yourself. So the responsibility a Christian has, as I've been a Christian has that I have seen, it's a responsibility. It's a big responsibility, bigger than what people perceive it to be. So me to say I am a Christian will be me lying to myself, because I'm figuring me out. I'm figuring me out. I'm figuring out where God wants me. I'm figuring out where God is calling me. I'm figuring out who God calls me to be. I know the plan. I know the assignment. But I only know what he's revealed to me. I cannot call myself something that I'm not holding myself responsible. It's a responsibility that I haven't got. I don't know. I just gonna say, I don't know. God is working on me. That's my answer. God is working on me. I'm not going to call myself a title to make people feel more comfortable to listen or to speak with me or to understand what I'm saying. I'm not gonna demonic nobody, but I will say what you're doing is demonic. Because it's low vibrational. Anything that's eating your spirit, that's attacking your own self-worth and your self-mental, your self-peace, your self-righteousness, is demonic. Perception is a good thing. Perception is a key. But intentions are your first truth. Intentions are the truth. So doing something and knowing that is getting this reaction, that means you're knowing what you're doing. For example, there could be a woman or women or anybody on the internet, and they're, exposing their body to the T, but expect a man to literally just be in love, a man to marry them. That's what they expect. That's what they dream of. But logically, mentally, spiritually, and intellectually, no man that believes in God, that loves God, don't want that. They don't want no other man seeing the temple of what they love, what they are in love with. It's just a truth. People compromise couples, but that's about alignment. You're equally yoked. See, if you want to be on the internet with somebody and you want to be on the internet and you want to be naked, you should have somebody that don't care about you being naked. You should choose an individual that don't care about your morals and they don't care about what spirits that are going to be attracted to you. So much booty muscles being moved, not no brain muscles being moved. Not leaving no man, no young man, nobody out of nobody. Not doing no woman versus female. It's not that. Everybody is mentally programmed. Everybody. I'm unmentally programming myself. I'm unmentally programming myself, observing and analyzing myself every day. Write it down about myself every day. That's my strategy. That's my cheat code. That's my alignment. That's my design. That's my creation. What's your creation? What's your strategy? What's yours? I can only give what I know. I can only give what I see. I can only give what I have ate. And I don't ate lies. I don't ate deceit. I don't ate lust. I don't ate fuss, toxic. I don't ate robbery, slime, cutthroat, running off. I don't ate it. Convincing myself otherwise about myself, I ate it. And I accepted the fact that I was wrong. I accepted the fact that I was blind. I accepted the fact that I made choices according to meaningless meanings. Meaningless. No control. Wild animal. Like a caged animal being let out. Caged animal being let out. There's an effect of somebody being caged or a being being caged for an amount of time and then let out in the wild. There's a mental stage, a mental mechanism with the body by a being. Don't matter what being it is. It could be anything that's alive and have consciousness. Consciousness is to make a decision. The trees make a decision to release oxygen. The birds make a decision to wake up in the morning and give the trees and the plants life by singing. Holy, holy, holy. Oh, snap. Okay. But listen, I'm not done. Where ain't no OGs in Macon? Where are the OGs? Calling all the OGs front center right now. If you're an OG, I ain't talking about no OG for you just graduated a couple years ago. I'm talking about OG like you are. You been out here 50 years. You dope boy, whatever. Front and center. Because y'all lack of getting knowledge, gaining knowledge, passing knowledge down, passing the game down, investing in the younger generation, believing in the younger generation, hearing the younger generation is the reason the generation is dying. Once upon a time, y'all care about these same kids that dying when they was in sports as babies. But then they got older and y'all wouldn't form no more. Y'all didn't care no more. They got a growth, they got a mindset of their own. Y'all let them run astray, knowing that they don't believe in God, knowing that they are far away from God, knowing that they are literally rejecting God, knowing that you were there one day, you were there before. So all y'all OGs know that y'all was there before and y'all haven't got together and created a curriculum to alter and reverse this. We're in the world of content, music, entertainment, law of attraction. Y'all don't want them to be saved. Why? Are y'all jealous? Are y'all envious toward the younger generation? Women and men. Are y'all envious, jealous because they got new toys and y'all didn't got the toy? Y'all didn't have the toys that they got? iPhones, Instagram. Y'all mad because y'all didn't have that stuff? Y'all got it now. Use it to create unity. Use it to feed the homeless. Help the homeless that's been mentally attacked just like you in another shape, form, and fashion. They just chose to do a different drug to heal a different pain. Heal an empty void from a different trauma. Humor first. So you can't be upset. You didn't look at it that way. Admit it. You didn't think about it that way. Admit it. You can't think about it that way because you are intoxicated, toxicated, toxic. The fuck? Excuse my language, Lord. But it's the same thing. How you expect to have a peaceful mind, an unemotional mind, a stable mind, and you're consuming alcohol, you're consuming it. You're consuming it constantly. You ain't even got no specific date to balance it out. You literally 4 times, 3 times, 5 times a week. If you really knew how long it take for it to get out of your system, you wouldn't care. Just because you didn't drink tomorrow and you drunk today, don't mean that it ain't in your system. It's still in your system. Look it up. If it's still in your system, you can still be mentally programmed, manipulated, mentally unstable because you're not in your right mind. You're not in the right vibration. The book will explain more. This is just a cherry. This ain't even the bottom of the diagram. This the cherry at top. This ain't even the diagram. This the cherry at top. This the sweet part. But when it gets to the core, y'all could be mad at me. Y'all could be mad. It's okay. You know how many folk mad at Charleston White? You know how them folk mad at Jesus? Y'all mad because of the truth. Y'all mad because y'all hate y'allself so much y'all can't help but discuss the next person. You ain't even smart enough to create a promo news page to troll to make money. Dummy. Lord forgive me. But sometimes it's like humans, grown folks, they want to scream and cuss at children and to the top of the lungs, whoop the ass, whoop the kids' ass, whoop their ass, whoop their ass. No spot, whoop their ass. Y'all want to do all that. But soon somebody tell you about yourself and what you're doing, you turn into a demon. You turn to a demon. Y'all grown folks gotta stop. Y'all are not grown. Y'all children. Y'all are mentally childish. Being childish is not a bad thing, because that's using your inner child. That's being happy, being joyful, questioning things, being curious. Kids questioning everything. Kids curious about everything. Curious George. But think about this. Being mentally childish is a whole different ball game. That means you're 12 years old mentally and you act like a baby. You act like a baby. You act like a rebellious child. Women and men, there's going to be a reckoning in Macon, Georgia this year. Going into the next year. The one that follows the reckoning, the one that follows, the one that hears and wants to hear and eats up the fruits of the word of God, you will experience heaven. You will see the Lord. You will see God. You will know God. You saying you know God now. You read the Bible. You know who Jesus is. You know he was black. Don't use that as no power trip. Just because you know of the Bible, you don't read the Bible this many times, you don't be in the church this many times, you don't preach, you don't did this, you don't did that, don't mean that you're not teachable. If you're not teachable, you're not of God. If a preacher can't be taught, who are they? You cannot know everything. You can't. He said the children shall rise. Are you a child? No. Are you listening to the children? No. Do you care about the children? Answer that. Show that. Don't answer. Show it with your action. I will unite with anybody to do good, and I will unite with nobody to do wrong. Words from Frederick Douglass. I say, this world is zombie land. He supported the rights of women in 1879. This world is zombie land. Everybody is eating each other or tearing each other apart spiritually, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, eternally, externally, physically. And get it and feeding off of it. Y'all are feeding our pain. Y'all are spiritual vampires. Sinners. You're not welcome around me. I can smell you. I can see you. I see your spirit. I know who you is. You're not welcome here. The enemy can't stand me. The enemy can't stand my light. The enemy can't stand my love. The enemy can't stand me. I'm God's drug. Fall in line or stay down. You can't compete with the flame of God. You cannot compete with the love of God. You cannot compete with the man above. When he sent him, when he sent us, you better hear. You better hear. You better hear. When he sent us, you better hear. I ain't the only one. Y'all dragging angels on the internet. They don't even know it. Y'all dragging. Y'all are tearing down. Y'all tearing apart angels, ripping the rings off, flashing the wings in their face. Your testimony, your story ain't nothing. I'm better than you. The devil is a deceiver. The devil is a liar. The devil is a thief. The devil is a killer. I give life. I'm love. When I left, it was love. It wasn't hate. The hate was because my love was gone. To be continued. Be righteous. Be changeful. Be blessed. Be blissful. Be good. Wake up, smile, baby. The Lord is good. And he don't play by heels. Yeah.